Okay, so we are recording. Let me get my screen shared here.
There.
All righty, give me just a second to pull up the launch. Here it is. So this is your launch document that we're going to be working from today, and I'll flip back and forth between that and the comp plan and point out a few things to your attention. So we wanted to get you all on a mass launch call because the very best thing you can do to get into activity mode is make sure that you're launching the right way, starting out the right way, and have all the tools and tips and tricks to make yourself the most successful. There is nothing like when you first join this business and ignorance on fire. You will see that as we continue to go. So the first part of the document up here, I still have my launch document from 1 year ago and I refer to it often. It's important that you know what your selling website is, and your personal website that you write in the top there is simply whatever your login name is. So mine is Shelby Wiegand and Dane's is Great Dane .myqsciences.com. That's important because anytime you're talking with someone and they're ready to order or join the company, that's where you're going to send them to do so. This is not the place where you would send people to learn about different products and different things that we have. We'll talk about that as we get a little further down into the document. So good to know what your website is and your login information. Then everyone has a 6-digit ambassador ID, and we have you write that down and know it. I know mine by heart now, but it's important because anytime you need to call customer service, do a live chat with them, do any sort of functions at the larger team events, you need to know your ambassador ID. Q Sciences won't do anything with you until you can verify your identity, and that's one of the things. Now, if you're wondering where to find this information, you simply log into the back office. And when you log in, it looks like this, and it's right here. On your top right-hand corner, it has your ID number and all of your contact information there for you. So that's good to know. Who is your silver upline leader? We don't currently have someone in my personal organization that's silver. It goes bronze, and from bronze it goes straight to gold. So you can cross out silver, write gold, and that person is Taryn Sarconi. Some of you have met her. She's local to us. Tarryn Sarconi. You can find her on Facebook if you're on social media and add her. You could even send her a message and let her know that you're new with the team to introduce yourself. But that's who we go to if I need some things done behind the scenes with corporate, and you'll see what you mean as you go, because sometimes we can't get exactly what we need from customer service. We need to go to someone a little bit higher in the organization. So that's her. Your start date is important to write down here. You'll see that's the next thing. Why do you want to know that? Because you have 1 full calendar month from the day you start to achieve the first 3 bonuses. It's okay if you don't climb the ranks that quickly. You just have to know that, like, if you started today, let's say, the company gives you a full calendar month. So it'd be important to write this date because, for instance, what's the date today? The
15th.
Today's February 15th. If I joined the 15th, I not only have till the end of February, they're going to give me the month I join in, plus the whole following calendar month to get the first 3 bonuses that are paid out weekly. So know your start date. Dane started at the end of January. He's just someone I can use as an example. So he had the rest of January and all of this month to achieve those first 3 bonuses. So it's good to know that. The next part is the basis of why you do this. It's really down to the nuts and bolts. What is your why? And you need your why to be bigger than you. Bigger than you and bigger than your current situation. And when I say bigger than you, it should be something more than, you know, I want to have a good income. I want to help people. Yes, we know you want to help people and you want a good income, but think bigger. For my personal why, I want to be at home with my kids. I wanted to get my husband out of doing concrete. I wanted to pay off our vehicles and purchase a home and get out of bad debt. All of those things are way bigger than myself and way bigger than what I was currently doing. It's important to have a really good, strong why and start thinking about that and writing that down, because that's what you're going to look at on your bad days too. Like on your days where, you know, because you're going to have peaks and valleys. You're going to have days where you get a whole bunch of people that want to do this. And then you're going to have days where you feel like you're the only one moving whatsoever and nothing's happening. So those are the days when I pull out my document and go, it's not just about me. It's about being at home with my children. It's about being debt free. It's about making sure my husband doesn't have to do a job that breaks his back forever. It's about not working until we die and paying on debts until we die. And that helps me push along. It also helps me formulate my platform and how I talk to people and the things that I say. Because if I come at them from a, well, yeah, I was doing this because I just want to help people. I want to help you. You need this. This is so awesome. They feel like they're being sold to, and people don't want to be sold to. But if I'm sharing things about the business that are adding value to my life, that it's paying down my car debt, it's making me have the ability to go on trips, it got my husband out of concrete, it's giving me the option to travel and have friends all over the world, I'm sharing something about my why, and it's excitement to other people that attracts them to me and what I'm doing. So you can see how I can use my why to help gain momentum and people looking at what I'm doing. Now, the next part is probably the most important part of anything that we do in our business. And for me, myself, and anyone in my organization, this little cycle right here that you see, we'll call it the rinse, dry, repeat cycle, has been the basis for my massive success so quickly. And it says here, fall in love with the process, follow the system, get the results. You're in the first phase right now, launching your business. Now, some of you have already blown past that, and ignorance on fire, like I said, you get so excited about something that's so awesome and you want to share it with the world. And when you're super duper excited without knowing all of the info, people are like, well, I want to see what that's all about. And that's great. So a lot of you have gained some momentum without using the system, but we wanted to teach you the system. That way you know how to plug people in, and you yourself are modeling the system. Therefore, your people will model the system and work the system, because it does work if you do it. It's tried and true and proven to work. So step one is launching. We're doing that now. Step two is to start piquing interest with your surroundings. Whether you're a belly-to-belly person like Dane, or you're someone who has a large social media presence like myself, there's different ways you can pique interest. Out in the public, Dane likes to go to people that he knows and contacts, and maybe even some people he doesn't know, and share his excitement about what we have. And in doing that, he piques their interest. There's another way you can pique interest, like on social media. I'll put posts out there without saying what I'm doing about, you know, having a group of friends all over the world, and we're getting ready to travel to Utah. I never thought that I would say that I have friends all over the world that are like-minded visionaries. Or when we just went to convention, I piqued everyone's interest and said, get ready. I want everybody to watch my stories, because you are about to see all the very best things in leadership that I love about this company. It's planting a little seed, or we'll call it like a dripping on someone, without giving them word vomit of everything you know about the company, just enough to get their wheels turning and wanting to know. Or you can just start having conversations with them, either through messaging, calling, or in-person meetings, and saying, hey, could I pique your interest to take a look at what I'm doing, or try this cream that I have that's so amazing, or take a sample of this hemp oil that I have and see if it might be for you? You're just piquing their interest. You're not shoving it on them. From there, then you would give them some more information. And we always use third party or third person validation. So by that, you would say, are you interested in taking a look at what I'm doing? And they say, yeah, sure, I'd be interested in taking a look. You have your app when you joined with the company that you can go into and search whatever product or service that you think they would be interested in. You can share one of the videos, you can share a PDF, you could have the products in your back pocket and rub some of the cream on them. Whatever you have to do to get them another source other than your own mouth, because you have maybe that trust between that person, but we need another party in there to really drive it home to that person. So if they see information there that's not coming from you, then the wheels will start turning more. So that's what we mean when we say webinar. You pique their interest, then you drop something to them, either the product, the PDF, or a video. and they have the ability to watch it. And from there, then we'll come through and say, okay, what questions do you have? What did you like about what you saw? And for me, no matter what their answer is, whether they're ready to join, or they have questions, or they have things that they like and or don't like about it, my very next step, no matter what the answer is, when they respond, once they've had the third-party tool, whether it be a sample, a video, a PDF file, or talking to someone else, I always connect that person with an upline. I know Dane has been exceptional at the minute he realizes that someone's on the hook and they're peaked, like I said, he will get a hold of one of us right away. If I'm not available, he'll call my mom or Dana or Taryn or someone to say, hey, so-and-so wants to talk. And we'll do a three-way conversation, either a call, a video, or a message with them. And basically, you as the new ambassador, you just don't talk. You give me the backstory before I talk to this person. Hey, it's a chiropractor out of Alabama. She has products in her store right now. She's looking to, she would probably like the unflavored, you know, you give me the backstory, and then we connect the call, and you just don't talk, and I basically close the deal. And so you'll see there, sometimes people don't join right away. Sometimes they'll say, I'm gonna think about it. Well, and that's where we will offer more samples or more exposures to the person and say, hey, we're having an event next weekend. How about I send you some samples in the mail? I really want you to try them so you could be a product of the product. You got to try it to believe it. I understand that. And we will close the deal for you. We don't want you closing your deals alone, especially if you're talking to big fish. We want to help you with that until you feel comfortable. So once we pique their interest, show them a third-party information, tie them to an upline. The upline basically closes them, and we'll know if they're not closable or need more time. And if they're not going to close, we're going to try to expose them to what we have. Again, some people take 8, 9 times to close. I took 4. And that was a family member in the business who I trusted, but I didn't trust jumping. So I really needed multiple exposures to the products. So don't get discouraged if you have someone who you really, really want on your team and they're just not ready off the first go, even with an upline call. We'll keep them in the cycle. We'll keep them spinning. We'll keep peaking and sharing and getting them to events and showing things to them and closing them by using your upline. Then the process starts all over again. And we just keep doing it over and over and over. Every single person on my team, I put through the rinse, dry, repeat cycle, whether it was my mom, Smitty, someone in Canada, someone in Montana, someone in California, Florida, no matter where they were, I piqued their interest, shared a third-party tool, tied them to an upline who closed it, and then I launched them and taught them this exact same system, and it just keeps going and going. Now, my mom, I wasn't gonna say, excuse me, mother, would you be interested in trying our full spectrum hemp line? How would you like to watch a 4.5-minute video? She would be like, what are you smoking? And can I have some? No, I'm just kidding. She wouldn't smoke it if I wanted her to. But if it's your mom, your best friend, you need to talk to them the way you normally talk to them. If you talk to them on the phone, you don't want to message them. You want to talk to them on the phone. If you're an in-person belly to belly, that's what you need to do. Don't take yourself outside of who you are to sell to someone because they're going to see right through it every time. And don't burn through your contacts by word vomiting all over people. Let us help you. If you're not sure what to say to someone, come to us and we'll help you. We'll even record a message for you so that you can play it and know exactly what to say in your own words so it sounds like you. Will you hand me that water, Mom? I just need to take a sip really quick before I go on. If you have access to YouTube and would like to watch a 20-minute training that our upline, Kristen Adams, she is a Ruby VP of Sales, top 5 in the company, earning $25,000 a month. If you want to watch her training on the rinse, dry, repeat cycle down to, she gives you exactly what and how to say to different types of people, let me know and I can share that YouTube link with you. She has a plethora in her YouTube channel of training videos for this business specifically. She is a gold mine. So there's that. Then we get down into how to start earning money. Some of you know this already, some of you don't. So think of it this way. The right side with the orange circles, this is customer. The left side over here, this is how we're going to get you to start earning income. Now we're going to talk about customer acquisition first. Some people are customer getters. I was in the beginning, I was very customer heavy, had a harder time getting ambassadors. As I gained momentum and skill at doing this, I'm now better at getting ambassadors and not as good at getting customers. But I've also kind of shifted my focus to trying to build a bigger business and spending most of my time. I lead with the business, fall back on the product. I'm going for an ambassador, but I'll take a customer. That's how I look at it. So over on the right here, you'll see they like you to do yourself up at the top here, and they want you to have 3 customers underneath you. So you go out, you get Sarah, Cindy, and Shelby, and they're each gonna order a hemp lotion with a hemp oil. That's 100 in volume. So every product has a volume amount and a dollar amount. They're not equal. The hemp and cream and lotion together is 100 in volume. It's 127.50 in dollars. So don't ask me how they figure it out because I have no idea. But so you get 3 people to order a total of 300 between the 3, each with an auto ship on for 100 in volume. And then your stuff is free the next month. You'll get 100 PV auto ship, which you're required to order every month anyway to be active, for free. So let me say that again. 3 customers, Sarah, Cindy, Shelby, each order oil and cream together. That's 300 in volume. Turn on their auto ship for the following month. Boom. The order that you have to place every month is now free. You pay $13.75 for processing and shipping the next month. Now, does it have to be 100, 100, and 100? No. Sarah could order 50. Cindy, sorry, I keep messing up the names. Cindy could order 150, and this person could order 100. As long as they total in 300 and they each have an auto ship on, then that counts, and you'll get your products for free. Now, if you get those 3 or more customers, doesn't matter, as long as there's at least 3, if you get them up to 600 in product volume between your just your customers, not your ambassadors, if you get that up to 600, you'll get 200 PV for free. So that'd be like 2 bottles of hemp and 2 things of cream, or 2 sets of the multivitamin package, your choice. I personally, when I get my products for free, I like to order the supplements because they're more expensive, but they're worth 100 PV. So let me say that again. The hemp oil and cream is $127.50. and it's worth 100 in volume. But the vitamins are like 160 something in dollars, and they're worth 100 PV. So you can definitely get more bang for your buck and free product if you want to do the vitamins. So know that. So 3 customers, all on auto ship, totaled in 300 in orders, your stuff is free the following month. If you get that customer volume up to 600 between 3 or more people and 3 auto ships on, boom, you get 2 auto ships for free. They want to reward you. Now, starting March 1st, the company is coming out with a couple new rewards for preferred customers. I don't want to confuse you guys too much before it comes out, but basically, you'll still have the option to do this, which is a great program, so you can get your products that qualify you for free, but you'll be able to offer your preferred customers this incentive. You can say to them, hey, Dane, if you're my customer and you stay on auto ship, now there's a benefit to you. The company is going to reward you with credit so that you can put that towards free products as we go. And customers have the ability to sign customers under themselves too and get their products for free. Same way. Dane's my customer, let's say. Dane signs 3 customers under him. He can get his stuff for free too. So customers can be what we call care and share qualified. That's what that term means. I've never had to pay for my products. My first month I did. Ever since then, they've been free. Sometimes I've been double care and share. My mom and some of the other folks on my team are amazing, amazing customer getters, and will be up into some of the higher positions with pay, which we're going to go over, and you'll see all that in a few minutes. So then if we go over here to how to earn money, it's completely separate from your customers. Know that. So you get free products and a sales commission off of getting customers. You earn team volume, your residual income, and bonuses off of getting business builders, people to do this business with you. Well, how do you do that? Customers, free products, commission over here. Bonuses and monthly residual income over and over again by getting business builders. You only ever need 2 personally sponsored ambassadors. That's huge to know. If you look at the comp plan, every single position on here, this PA, it doesn't stand for pain in the ass. It's personally sponsored ambassadors. You need 2 all the way through. Now, when you get down to here, like what I'm going for, some of the higher positions, you need to start building a 3rd leg. So I personally recruited another person to put on my 3rd leg. But for income purposes, you need 2 people. So you start earning money like this. You sign up Cindy over here. We're going to say Cindy's this bubble on the left. You sign Cindy. Now, as I said, you have to order 100 in product volume every month to remain commission qualified. Cindy's going to order her 100. So let's pretend like this says 100. Then I go over here and I sign up Sarah. She's my 2nd ambassador. So that's the top of my 2 legs, basically. And everybody I sign, I'm going to place them under them as we go. But so I have Cindy and I have Sarah, and they each ordered their 100. So I'm already at 200 right there. Now, if you look at the comp plan at the 1st rank, it says builder, I have to order 100 in volume. I need 2 people with qualified organizational volume. So my ambassadors and their ambassadors and customers, that's what OV is, have to total in 300. I can take no more than 60% from one leg, which is 180. And if I do that, I'll get 50 bucks. So if we flip back over and I just said, I'm already at 200, I only need 100 more. But like the comp plan said in the beginning, you can only take 60% of one leg. So I can take no more than 180 from one side. It's okay if your first leg blows up and gets to 600, just towards your 1st rank, just the 180 counts. So I get Cindy and Sarah, and they each order 100, I'm at 200. Then Cindy goes out over here on the left and gets a customer who orders 2 sprays, and that takes her to a little over 120 total because her order was 100. Her customer ordered 2 sprays, which are 12 a piece, so it would be 122. So that leg is where I need it to be. Then over here on the right-hand side, Sarah decides she's going to get a customer who orders a hemp oil, which is worth 60 PV, and then she orders 2 sprays, which is worth, that would be 22 PV, 24. Right? 24 PV. So that would put me up to 184 over here. So as you can see, with 2 people putting in their order and then just getting a customer or 2, boom, you can start making money. It's a total of 300 between your 2 legs, no more than 60%. 60% of 300 is 180. So this leg would be at 180, this leg would be at 120. As soon as that happens, you get a notification on your phone that says, boom, you have just been promoted to the rank of builder. What does builder get you? Builder gets you $50. Write this down. Monthly team commission is paid out on the 10th of every month. I'll say that again. Monthly team commission is paid out on the 10th of every month. So if you hit builder in the month of February on March 10th on your QPay card, you're going to get 50 bucks. So then as soon as you hit builder, so long as you do it in the first 30 days, like I was talking about, or 30 calendar days, they give you the month you're in and then the following, you're going to get a $100 bonus weekly. Like you get that, you hit that rank, that money will be loaded on your card the following Friday. How amazing is that? And all you did was bring in 2 business builders and help them acquire a customer or 2 apiece. Now watch this. Once you start helping those 2 business builders acquire their own business builders, because like I said, everybody needs their own order of 100 and they're 2 people. Okay, well, if you're thinking about this mathematically real quick in your head, their order's 100, and then you're gonna get them 2 people, that's 300 in volume just on that one side. So you get 2 people underneath you, you hit your first rank, and then to get to the second rank, you only need 600 in volume down here, as you see, between your 2 people. You can take no more than 360 from one leg. So as long as you get your 2 business builders in place, come to us and say, hey, I've got so-and-so and so-and-so, I need help launching them, I need help placing them, and I need help helping them reach out to people, and we'll do that and help them find their 2 business builders, and then we'll help them find their 2 business builders. And everybody's goal is different. Some people are like, I don't care if I'm bronze and make $2 grand a month. I just want 50 bucks a month to go to the movies. Well, that's fine. We'll get you 2 business builders and we'll get you to builder if that's where you want to be. Some people are like me, like we're going to max out that comp plan. So I have been recruiting nonstop for the past year. It just depends on where people want to end at. So if you hit pro in your first 60 days, then boom, you get another $100 loaded onto your QPay card. And that is, like I said, by having your 2 people with 600 between those 2 legs, no more than 360 on one side. It's okay if you have more, it just won't count towards that rank. To get to executive, you need 1,500 between 2 legs. You can take no more than 900 from one side. So basically it's 9 and 6 on each side of the tracks here. Once you do that, if you hit executive, that's my goal for everybody new in this business, because if you're getting free products and you're getting those bonuses and you're getting paid, you're not going to want to walk. You're going to want to share this with everyone because it's amazing. Most families are only $500 or $600 away from just, you know, losing it all. What could an extra $500 a month do for someone? It did a lot for me. So once you hit the level of executive, you get the $100 bonus that you got from hitting builder, you know, the week after, your $100 from hitting pro the week after, and then a $300 bonus when you hit executive, totaling for $500 in bonuses. Now, some people are not able to do this, and if you're not, that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race too. If you join in February and you don't hit executive by March, we're not just gonna like drop you off a cliff somewhere. We still wanna help you with whatever your goal is. I have people on my team who missed the bonus window and are still at a good level of pay. It just took them a little bit longer to build their business, and that's okay. Life happens. Q will always be here no matter where you are. So you get down into some of these farther ranks here. Like I said, I'm at bronze, so I order 100 every month. I have my 2 ambassadors, and between my legs, I'm doing 10,000 in volume. But now you can see that it goes 50-50. So I have to have 5,000 on each of my legs in order to qualify every month for bronze. And then as you go down farther, it's 40%. For silver, you have to have 25,000. So at 40%, you can see over here, it's 10,000. So I have to have for my next rank, 10,000 on a leg, 10,000 on a second leg, and 5,000 on my third. And I'm like this close, you guys. So I'm really, really excited. When I do that, I'll get $4,000 on the 10th of the following month. Then I would hit a bonus down here. And as you can see, this little 2 and 2 guy, that's because they want to make sure you're in this for the right reason. You get into some of these deeper ranks, they're not just going to give you the bonus right away. You have to hit it the first month. So let's say I hit silver this month, that's great. They're going to give me my $4 grand on the 10th, but they're not going to give me this bonus until I re-rank and hit it the second time. And then they'll pay it out over 2 months. I'll get like $2 grand and then $2 grand, but still, I'll take it, that's fine. Also, once you get down to level 4, which is elite, $22.50 per leg, the company will start paying you this 4th way we get paid, and that is by putting money towards any certified debts that you have. And if you don't have certified debts, I need to know what you're doing, because most of us do, whether it's student loan, house payment, car payment, I could go on. But if you don't have any certified debts, good for you, and they will either help you set up a retirement plan to put it into, or you can put it into a retirement plan of your choosing. You fill out a form, they make your payment remotely. They've been making mine for almost a year now, and it just goes to my car payment, and I still make my regular car payment. It's pretty amazing. Can they write you a check and you just take it? No. You either have to put it towards a debt or put it towards a retirement plan. Okay, so that is the positions and how to earn money. So just quickly, 2 ambassadors and helping them get a customer or 2 and making sure they order their product, boom, you're earning money right away. That's so, so amazing. It has spots here, if you don't have any of your own personally sponsored ambassadors or customers yet, to start writing the names down of the people that you're thinking for. Weekly goals, 30-day goals, 60-day goals, 90-day goals. This is a 90-day business, if you ask me. It takes a full 90 days to get a person to the level they want to be at. In my first 90 days, I was to the level of elite. And then once I got to 120 days, that's when I got to bronze. Now, mind you, I was still working full-time, but I was also doing this full-time. It's a full-time gig if you want to go bronze that quickly. much like Dane. Dane is pretty much working this full time, and I already know and I'm comfortable with the fact that Dane's probably going to pass me in rank, and I hope he does. I can't wait to see it. So you have to really ask yourself, look down here at these rankings. Where do you want to be? What's a nice monthly income for you? Is it going to be 400 or 4,000 a month? For me, this is where I want to be. I want to be at gold. If I hit gold, then I could really back off of my job and only do this. That's like, I mean, platinum's my dream, but gold is really where I want to be in the next couple months. That's my next goal. So I encourage you to write it down here. A really good weekly goal, if you're looking to build slowly, is to get your products for free and get those 3 customers on auto ship. If you see dollar signs everywhere and you want to hit the ground running like we did, I would set a weekly goal of hitting builder, the first rank. And then I would set a 2-week goal of hitting pro, the second rank. And then I would set a 30-day goal of hitting executive. We're going to help each and every single one of you get those first 3 bonuses, like I said, because it's life-changing money. It saved Christmas for me last year, and I get really teary, and I'll never forget it forever. So I want to see that for you guys. But write in your goals here, and when you start reaching out, down here you'll see step 3. The best place to start is your most trusted contacts. The very first person I reached out to was my mother. She is my most successful ambassador that I have. Then I reached out to my mother-in-law, who's also on my team. Then I reached out to my other sister-in-law, because I have one that's my upline and one that's my downline. Then I reached out to my 3 best friends. I reached out to the people who I love and trust and are good quality people and who I knew would support anything I'm doing, no matter what it was, as long as it wasn't illegal. So start there. There's some scripting down here. Do what you want. I don't recommend using scripting. If you need ideas on what to say, I can help you with that. But more than anything, just be genuine. The products are as good as they are promoted, and ignorance on fire is everything, like I said. So on the back of the page, it talks about some of our events. Our next leadership summit is June. Guys, when's Nashville? June 25th and 26th?
Hang on.
26th and 27th. Okay, so write down Nashville.
She's looking right
And
there.
that is in June.
We have one in May too, San Diego.
It's our regional though.
Oh.
It is in June. Sorry, I have 3 people looking it up. 26th and 27th. Sorry. Okay, June 26th and 27th in Nashville. There is also one in May that's in San Diego, California. Are you guys trying to unmute to talk? Sorry. Do you want to say something, Dane?
Cool.
Okay. All right, I'm muting you again. So yeah, there is one in May in San Diego, but our regional for our team is in Nashville, Tennessee, and that is at the end of June. If you want to go, you should totally go. Regionals and conventions will change your business. I went to Utah right around the time I met Dane, and it changed everything for me. I had people that have been watching me this whole time for the last year that finally jumped over the fence and decided to join. I had confidence and boldness to reach out to people that I never would have spoken to. I received top-notch leadership training, got to see behind the scenes of corporate, and got to try a lot of the new products that are coming out. And just so you guys know, there's a new product launch every month this year. Every single month, a new hemp product or a new product. So that's amazing. Then our next corporate convention is in September. I don't have the actual date yet, but write down September, and I'm not sure about where it's going to be yet, but they'll let us know soon. Our next training, we do have a training set up. You can write down Saturday, March 7th. Taryn's group is called the Freedom Movement. If you have Facebook, I can get you connected to Taryn's Facebook group, as well as a chat on Facebook Messenger where you can ask questions and learn different corporate updates. But Saturday, March 7th, the event venue is to be determined. We're still looking for a place, but once a month she does a day-long training session where she goes over lots of different things to help you be successful in your business. And then we do things online as well. Your next launch call will be the next time we sign a new ambassador and launch them. And we also recorded this, so you'll be able to share this with them too. Now, the last thing, and probably the most intimidating for some people, is the list. Now, I'm going to tell you that I was skeptical of this list. And I remember when someone gave me this list and told me to fill it out, and I was like, you want me to what? You want me to brain dump 100 names? I'm not doing that. I'm just going to start talking to people. Well, I did just start talking to people. And then I started to get really unorganized because I didn't know who I had talked to how many times, what I said to them, what I've shared with them, what did they say back, because not all of my conversations were all in the same area. So even if you don't do it right on this document, find a system for your list that works for you, whether it be in a Google Doc on your phone, in a Google spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are a really good way to have the boxes there, and then you can make a check mark with the date of when you followed up with this person. I printed out spreadsheets. I put the person's name, one word about them, like nurse or doctor or pain or anxiety. That way I know what their pain point is. When I say their pain point, whatever it is about their life that I'm trying to help Q solve, I put it next to their name, and then I do a check mark every time I follow up with them. So whatever you need to do for that, some people are just good, Taryn's just good old-fashioned pen and paper. You do pen and paper, don't you, Mom? But you need to have somewhere where you have your contacts organized, because sometimes you might make a different list too, and you want to know who needs to go on which list. So there's lots of different ways of doing it. And really, I mean, I've reached out to way over 100 people. I'd say at least 1,000 by now, multiple times. So don't be intimidated by that. And when you're making the list, try not to prejudge. Try not to say like, oh, she won't do this, she's really broke. No, actually, sometimes when people are broke and they really, really need the opportunity, that's going to motivate them more than anything else, because that's where I was at. Like, I was struggling financially. The products were amazing, and I really treated it as, I don't have a choice. We're making this happen, you know? Or, oh, she's a stay-at-home mom, she doesn't have time for that. You never know who's waiting for an opportunity to change their life, and this just may be the very thing. And the one thing I want to say too is, we're not convincing people. It's not for everyone. What we're doing is sharing and sorting. We're sorting contacts and sharing the info. We leave the decision up to them. So know that when you're making your list. The last thing on the launch document is very important. From the second you join the company, you have access to financial freedom coaching. There is a video in your app. If you open the app and just search financial freedom, there's a ton of stuff, but there's an introduction video that talks about who they are at FFM, what they do, and what they can offer to you. There's tax benefits. They will do your taxes for you. There is a fee for that. There's credit repair services. They will go over your financial portfolio with you and help you create a budget. And that is all free of charge to you. Do you guys know how much money is wrapped up in financial counseling? Not to mention the emotion that we tie to our finances and how much anxiety, sadness, happiness, or pain that it can cause. So this is huge that they do this. No other company does something like this. In fact, they just try to get you into more debt by buying a car with their sticker on it that they'll pay for if you meet your rank. So talking to your FFM coach, if you have Facebook, you just send a Facebook message to Sarah Spencer, and I can help you find her if you can't. If you don't have Facebook, let me know, and I can help you get in contact with Financial Freedom. But really, it's just ffm@qsciences.com. You can send them an email and say, hey, my name is Dane Spencer. My ambassador ID is, put the numbers in there. I'm new with the company and want to set up financial goal setting with someone. They'll have one of the financial coaches reach back out to you and you'll set up a call. I have one next Wednesday. And she just had me watch the Financial Freedom video, and I had to gather some of my, my documents, my loans, the money, the debts, my bank statements, things like that. And I asked her straight up, what is this call going to be like? Are you going to grill me and tell me I can't spend any more money? She said, no, we're going to go through your finances, and I'm going to show you where you're struggling, where you're doing well, and what we can do to make you the most financially free and successful you can be in the next year or two. So I know that the financial freedom has been something that has changed lives for so many people. I met a girl who got out of $100,000 of credit card debt with this company.
Over 100.
Over 100, yes. Her name's Tara Truex. So I'm going to unmute you guys and ask and turn the recording off. Let me go back to the main screen. And, Mom, oh, stop screen sharing. Turn the recording off.